Hey, I'm Psychomaster Films.
Dr. Armor Brown 1.
I'm Deadly Fear 1283, and this is Horror Nights Updaters.
So yeah, guys, today we're gonna talk about a couple of things. First thing that we're gonna talk about is that Dr. Jimmy posted eight new pictures, I believe, right? 8 new pictures?
Yep.
Okay, 8 new pictures. And they all had to do with one of the mazes that were not guessed correctly. He actually made a video saying that all of the other guesses that code names were correct. Well, not all of them, but one of the guesses in that whole thing was correct. But the one that was not guessed correctly was Simon. So all of these pictures have to do with Simon. So actually, Jermaine Brown and Deadly Fear, and as well as the Hornets, they figured out what Simon is, or could be, most likely. So, yeah, guys, go ahead and explain.
So, in the picture, or in all 8 pictures that Dr. Jimmy released on his Tumblr, each character was named Simon. And an example of how we figured what that house would be, or what the code word related to the house that we thought would be, was a co-creator of Captain America. And Captain America deals with war, havoc. Another character was Dr. Simon Weber. He was a villain from Underdog. He was a scientist that also deals with havoc. So 2 things that deal with what havoc is right there in my head.
The other thing about Captain America too is that he was when they experimented on him, they used the super soldier serum, which they used in Havoc, super soldiers.
So basically every picture either dealt with super soldiers or scientists. And those are like the 2 main components of what made Havoc. And Havoc was already a rumored house. So we've taken other examples, and we've taken other things that could be evidence that Simon is related to Havoc. And so right after we told him our guess and explained why we chose our answer, Dr. Jimmy immediately posted on the Facebook page Horror Unearthed, Simon has been figured out. And so that pretty much told us we were right. Yeah.
So yeah, awesome job, guys. So there you go.
Thank you. We got pretty fast.
Thanks.
Alright, so the next thing is that John Murdy, creative director of Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood, he just announced on Twitter that next week he and Chris Williams might announce and give out details on the Create a Monster contest that they're having, and where, just to briefly sum it up, their fans will be able to submit their own artworks, their own designs of monsters, and whoever wins will have that design, that monster, created at Universal, and it will be featured at the event. So, yeah, we'll be giving out details on that, and yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on that.
Disaster Key.
Oh, yeah.
He was under construction. So, construction Sprung Tents are under construction, and Disaster Q is under construction, and we can only assume that the sound stages are either beginning construction now or will be in construction later.
The permits might be hidden as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. So far, the permits for the houses of Halloween Hornets, they haven't been publicly, unveiled. So they're probably hidden. I don't know why. I mean, since when haven't they hidden the permits? Like, I don't know.
Well, we only found out about looking for their permits in 2008, and they realized that we're going to look for them ever since. So they either change the names or make the names like not obvious of what the houses are. But I think this is the first time that they've actually hidden them from us.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it illegal to hide any permits from like the public or something? Isn't that a law in Florida?
I don't think
it's something like that.
I mean, I think they can hide them for by request, because they may have some confidential information on those permits, and people don't want to. I don't know. That's just my guess, but I really don't know. We gotta call a lawyer. Well, anyways.
Or they could be there, but they're just putting them somewhere else, like where people don't look at all. So, I don't know. Guess it's as good as mine.
And also, what we were talking about in 2008, in the permits they actually showed the names of the houses.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the case this year. If that is, that can be a completely understandable reason on why they hit the permits. So people want to find out, well, we're getting this house. But yeah, that might not be the case. It might be something else. But whatever. The fact is that they're hidden. We don't know. So yeah. On Horror Night Nightmares, which is a forum website for Halloween Hornets, some people have been talking on there, and there's a few people in particular that kind of they were analyzing the whole thing with the mystery prison house and what it could be based off and everything, and the photo that Dr. Jimmy posted that links to that house. It's a photo of a inmate, Giuseppe Sangara, and he was an assassin. He was the assassin of Mayor. Okay, so Giuseppe Sangara was the assassin of Chicago Mayor Anton Cermak, and but Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president, may have been his intended target. Roosevelt escaped injury, but 5 people were shot, including the mayor. And the photo shows him holding a newspaper, and the newspaper say, Roosevelt and whatnot in Miami, where I think was the location of the incident. But some person there said that the house could be based off him at his final moment, because he was actually executed and put to death by the electric chair. And actually, not to mention there's a prop that's called Old Sparky, and it's an electric chair, and that prop is actually going to be used in that house, the house that I'm talking about. So it's possible that those last moments we could experience Giuseppe's execution and experience some flashbacks that he had.
But I was telling me, remember how not the rumor, but they showed the pictures of the sprung tents, and they kind of had these things that kind of looked like wine holders?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that killer was born in Italy, so I know they were outside of Sprung Tent 1, which is rumored to be, La Llorona.
Yeah.
They could.
La Llorona.
They too might have that exposure effects in there with the flashback. So we'll see.
The hint, the coding that Dr. Jimmy gave for this house was flashback, hence the whole flashbacks of his life. There is a secret organization that it's rumored to be founded by FDR, and it's called Spook House. It's an organization that goes up and hunts down monsters from the occult, from darkness, and from evil. And they battle against those forces, the occult, darkness, and evil. And there's actually a video of a game that's based off that, and it's called Nocturne. And images of that. And actually, since FDR was around the 30s, the 40s, Giuseppe Sangaro's time when he was executed was in that time period. So in the house, yeah, we could see Giuseppe, like I said, Giuseppe get executed, and then we go into the flashbacks, and then we would go into maybe the flashbacks of him maybe experiencing or seeing or having something with the Spook House Society, and then maybe maybe we get to see how he saw the operatives of the society attacking or battling those monsters, or something like that. It's a weird but scary concept, in my opinion.
It sounds more like an action drama house than a horror house.
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't know. I think if they can pull it off, I think they'll scare the hell out of people.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you see that video game of the Nocturne, it's pretty creepy.
Yeah, I saw that. That's weird, man.
So yeah, guys, that wraps it up. So yeah, I'm Psychomaster Films.
Dr. Arnold Brown 1.
I'm Deadly Fear 1283. Have a good night.
Hi guys.
Yeah.